Hello everyone, this is Dmitry, and I'm a developer and an architect of this exciting new project. We're building a conversational platform for teams to help boost productivity, improve knowledge transfer, increase collaboration, and build trust and loyalty between customers and companies of any types. Just to give you a bit of an exposure of what we are building here, let's dive into the problem we are trying to solve. Many customer success teams, as well as sales teams, engineering teams in today's world, have to answer repeated questions when customers turn to them, and they have to do it over and over. Customers come to an online resource such as portal or a blog or a documentation site or another corporate site, and they try to find some answers to their questions in documentation or frequently asked questions sections. And if they fail, they come to Slack or Zendesk or Drift or any other platforms, and they chat to live agents or customer success agents or engineers or other support teams, etc. So the customer success engineers, particularly in smaller companies, startups, where employees have to wear many hats, they have to switch context and switch tasks all the time. They have to rotate their responsibilities. They have to do many different things simultaneously. And answering repeated questions brings some frictions, some inefficiencies, decreases productivity, even creates conflicts sometimes when people have to decide who does what, when, and so on. And also it brings some frustration to the customer that does not get his questions answered. So our goal is to allow customers to find as much useful content online as possible and make their communication with the live agents as efficient as possible while releasing as much developers time as possible and letting developers focus on development, maintenance, testing their core duties, deployments, and other things they do day to day. So to make this possible, we've provided a platform that stores previously answered questions and their answers in a knowledge base. And it does it on a templatized way where it's suitable for reuse. The answers are stored in a knowledge base in a depersonalized form, clean of any biases, any personal signs, so it can be reused. So the bot that we have built finds them in a knowledge base, brings them to the admin, to the chat admin, and makes them published. Once the admin approves, in manual mode, they get published and they just get whitelisted, available in Slack and also online. In an automatic mode, it will be just bot that will know how to find and answer questions independently without any moderation. So to give you an idea how exactly this works, let me share my screen here. You see in Slack here, let's turn our automatic mode. We use slash commands. Slash commands are shortcuts that Slack provides, just a convenient tool to let Slack know that your command will go into ephemeral message, and it will also do a background task for you. So your other counterpart, the person you are talking to, will not know that you are running some command. It knows how to handle it for you. It runs some things in background for you, those predefined by you. And it also makes it ephemeral. So let's run one here out or off. That way we turn automatic mode off. You see that ephemeral message here. Now, let's try and get some answer here. answer, what is your name? And let's see if it knows what to tell us. Let's give it some time. Okay, so it found 3 answers for us. Let's say we want to pick up the 3rd one, but we want to edit it. So we click edit here in menu. And let's add something. I'm Slack bot, smart and cool. I work hard. And let's make this change permanent. Let's click submit. And now this will tell us, hi admin, edited the answer to the question by Dmitry Rutman to be, I'm Slack bot, I'm smart and cool, I work hard. And as admin, I will probably approve it because I just made those changes, so I will approve it. And it will go to our customer now. This one is ephemeral, the next one will not be. So that's what our customer sees. It will also be reflected on any online resources that we assign. And we will not have to type it. It will be found for us in the knowledge base, and it will be brought to us for confirmation if we are in manual mode, or it will be posted automatically if we are in automatic mode. So that way, we answered the question. We didn't have to type anything. It's already for us there in the knowledge base. Now let's try another one. Notice that we don't have to type answer. If we like to use the answer slash command, it will know that it has to answer it. But if we type like, what is your name, it will also recognize that this is a question and it has to process it as such. So we type, what is your name? And it will probably bring us some prospective answers here. So here we have 2. So let's say we want to have another one. So we have developed a store slash command. Store, I am Dmitry Ruitman. I'm the developer and architect of this exciting new project. So let's say we want to store, let's edit it real quick. I am Dmitry. So let's store it. So these will be added for us in knowledge base. So you see, once again, it's an ephemeral message and it's stored in the knowledge base for us. Stored answer to question by Dmitry Ruitman. I'm Dmitry Ruitman, I'm the developer. So now if we type once again, what is your name? We can make typos so it will still find the answer for us. We can forget the question mark in the end. It will still know that it's a question. So it will figure it out and it will find it for us. So let's see. So you see now, it found the answer that we have just stored. Now it appears as the first one. So if we want to approve it, we can just click approve and it will go and be published for us straight away. If for some reason we want to publish another one, we also can click approve, or say we don't like this one, I work hard, and we want to delete it. We click delete and it will tell us that it deleted it. Let's see. There will be another message. Yeah. Hi, admin, deleted the answer, I'm Slackbot. So the next time we ask it, what is your name? It probably will not show this deleted message for us because we just deleted it. Yeah, you see, there are only 2 now. So this way you have full control over what answers you want to give out of those found in your knowledge base. If you want to edit them, you have a way to edit. You can do it anytime. In some situations, there will be no answer, so you will be able to edit it and provide it. So for example, how was your Tuesday? It will probably not find because there is, as of yet, there is nothing in the knowledge base there. So Tuesday, it's there. How was your Monday? Let's see if it knows what to answer. Okay, this time it does not know what exactly to give us, so we have a full control over it. We can edit it. So instead of this default answer, I was at home and I was working hard all the day long. And let's make it permanent so we can reuse it. Let's click it. Let's submit it. Now, okay, so now as I'm still in manual mode, it's asking me to confirm the answer. So I'm clicking post, and this will go into a whitelisted stream. So our user will see it as the legitimate answer. We didn't have to type anything additionally. It's already in the knowledge base. So the next time we ask, how was your Monday? We will probably get this answer as an optional. Okay. Store. I was working all the day. Let's store it once again. How was your Monday? Once again here. Okay, I was working all the day, so it got the answer for us now. Let's store another one. Store. It was a rainy day at store. And let's ask it once again. How was your Monday? So you see now we got two answers because we used store/command twice. It was a rainy day. I was working all the day. So let's say I like this one. I approve this, and it gets published. So it's already there in the knowledge base for us to be reused. Also notice we can answer some funny questions like, what time is it now? Let's type it and see what it says. Okay, so you see 5:45, and let's say I like this one, and it says it's 5:45 now, and as you can see, it's the exact time right now. So what we can do, we can switch to the automatic mode now, auto on. So now when we are in automatic mode, we can type this answer, this question, sorry, what time is it now? And we will get answer automatically without pre-approval. So you see it's 5:46. Before it was 5:45, now it's 5:46. So we are getting this. And let's ask another one. Now it's all just between us and the chatbot. What time is it? What is your name? And it will probably also find something for us and answer something. Okay, hi, Dmitry. I'm Dmitry, I'm developer that has built it. So that way we have two ways of controlling things. When we know that we have to be in charge of the process. We have that pre-moderation mode, that manual mode, where all the answers from the knowledge base come to us. We pre-approve them or we edit them, and we let them go and get published either here in Slack or online. And we also have this automatic mode where it's just our chatbot and our client. If we trust chatbot to be as human as possible, and we have built it to a degree where it's absolutely undistinguishable from a real human, we can use it safely. In some situations, like answering trivial questions such as what time is it now, or what city you are in, we can use it safely anyway. So this is how it works, and this way you have all the knowledge in the knowledge base. You don't have to type answers yourself. They're there for your use, and you can just edit, make some minor additions if you want, and it's very convenient, and it will hugely boost productivity for customer success teams and development teams as well. And it will also transfer knowledge online and to other resources. So there will be no need to spend time. Also, we can turn it into a question and answer or frequently asked question, and we will just click this and it will go into online resource for us. We can also turn it into a Jira ticket or into pull request, and it will also be done for us automatically. In the pre-moderated mode, the admin has the full control over it, so he will be able to do all those things. So let's now do some quick, that's how it works. Now let's do some quick review of our platform. The opportunities, time lost, as we just discussed, frictions persist, innovation is not utilized. Here, as we use AI and we use NLP, there is a huge opportunity for automation, for deep learning, for natural language processing, for recurrent neural networks, for adversarial generative networks, and we utilize all of this. The target audiences here are customer success teams, operations teams, systems and security teams, anyone who works with customers, with clients, who has a lot of conversations on Slack conversations. Frequently, those responses get huge delays that can be hours, can be days. Sometimes those Jira tickets or Trello tickets or Salesforce tickets get delayed and not properly handled, not properly routed. We solve all this. Now, online community managers that have large Slack communities and similar online communities will also find this conversational logic very useful. Also, sales teams, sales engineers, sales people that have to answer questions online also will benefit from this. And consultancy teams, those consultants that have to transfer knowledge to their customers will be able to do it more efficiently by reusing knowledge from knowledge base rather than typing answers on a repeated way over and over again. Target companies here are B2B companies mostly, providing software tools, providing onboarding, learning curve, guidance, customer support. B2B companies providing system support, as I just mentioned, operations teams, DevOps teams, security teams, systems teams, working with clients, handling support tickets. B2B companies providing consultancy, and companies having large online communities. Our business process, as we've just described it in our Slack demo there, user does initial research online. He resorts to Slack when no matching answer found. The user communicates with customer success team member in Slack or Jira and discusses pains, asks for answers. The customer success team member or developer inquires knowledge base, gets answers and approves them. And in automatic mode, it's just done by chatbot for us. If some issues are severe and require urgent action, they get a Jira ticket or a Trello ticket generated. If a question is asked by a customer that forms a repeated pattern, it becomes a frequently asked question. And if agent decides to modify knowledge, he can do it also. So the impact it brings is improving customer experience. Customers spend more time finding answers themselves successfully and don't have to resort to Slack too frequently. The content is depersonalized, it's sanitized, and it's made highly reusable, highly customizable, and it can be used on a repeated way over and over again. The targeted response in Slack becomes more focused and more human, and subsequently more trust is built here. Improved employee productivity, busy engineers spend less time doing repeated things and addressing repeated issues. As more time is released for their core duties, development, testing, deployments, maintenance, research, frictions are eliminated, teams become happier, more productive, and everyone is happy in the end here, because everyone's time is crucial and it's the most important resource, time. And this time is released for better purposes. Also, it increases brand competitiveness because there are happier customers, they're more satisfied with service they get, more satisfied with answers, and that increases brand reputation and brings more revenue, of course, subsequently. Less stress, more competitiveness, and stronger brand. And of course, there is a use of cutting edge technology. It brings up-to-date science, and absolutely everything is data-driven and is based on AI and is efficient. It's kept human yet very advanced, automated yet user-friendly, and it has AI and NLP behind it. So let's review quickly the competitors' landscape. There are a few players right now here, like Obi or Adomni. Their focus is helping teams to build their internal knowledge bases. They're Slack-first productivity bots, and their weak part is they don't have too much external exposure, so they don't bring your knowledge to portals, to blogs, to questions and answers sections, to frequently asked questions. So you still have to be internal and don't get any SEO benefits. So Google will not index you. You will not get more online exposure with this. There are other tools such as Help AI. They're focused on Atlassian stack. So it's integration with Jira, with Confluence, with Bitbucket, with other Atlassian tools. And they also provide very convenient Slack first bot, but they're focused more on ticketing, and also they don't have external exposure. So they don't bring your knowledge online, and they don't help your customers to be more self-servant. They still have to answer questions online in Slack. There is other family of productivity tools such as Tala. They are more focused on AI-based workflow automation, which is we also provide here, but it's not the only thing we do. And they are focused primarily on workflow automation. So what they do, they analyze your customer behaviors, they do some insightful analytics, they extract some business decisions from those analytics, and they run some workflows. They do it intelligently with AI. They do some triggering, some sentiment analysis, some conversational analysis, and they trigger workflows like cron jobs, background tasks, campaigns, email campaigns, SMS campaigns, and notifications. They're strong They are strong on notification, but they're not too strong on knowledge base and NLP part of it. And yet there is another new player, Frame AI, which is an early stage startup. They are based on early warning methodology. They do some sentiment analysis of their customers. They monitor what their customers do, how they behave, what they like, what they don't like, and they try to suggest what's the best thing to do next based on what client feedback has come so far. So they do some Bayesian analysis, also some NLP, but it's mostly statistical. It's not deep learning. So it's more of an early warning system that allows analyzing customer feedback, also responding customer inquiries, but it's purely statistical early warning system. So we are trying to take all the best parts of all those families of products and do the best on our end so we can address issues that they do not fully address or just partially address. So what we are suggesting strong AI-driven knowledge base, as we just mentioned. You will not have to wait until answer is provided. It will be pre-generated for you. Strong context awareness. So it's not just we find an answer in the knowledge base for you, we also take into account any background events, anything that is happening right now. We take it into consideration, and based on those facts and events, we figure out what's the best answer for you, and we render this answer for you. We give you the answer that you deserve, and it's the best one that can be, not just the one that we have found in the knowledge base. We bring external exposure, as I just mentioned. And we also bring deep learning, NLP, generative adversarial networks, and recurrent neural networks technology. Those are primarily used in deep learning and NLP tools. So we will be using those technologies extensively here in this project. Some more key differentiation points here. Strong insightful analytics. Yes, we provide a dashboard where you will be seeing all the metrics, what happened, when happened, any quantitation, any quantitative analysis, and any measurements, you will also get recommendations, or you will be able to run workflows based on certain triggers that are set there. So we will define custom business rules, and based on those business rules, you will be able to run your workflows. Improve notifications. Most of those platforms lack strong notification systems. They are unable to notify you about very important things that you want to know about. You don't have a way to know about because they never send you anything and they don't notify you. And also we will provide complex integration ecosystem here with Salesforce, Atlassian, SAP, AWS, Elk, Prometheus, Kubernetes, Bitbucket, Jira, all this. So to give you a bit more exposure of the business process here, it's like this. So the first step, our customer goes to this online resource. You see that T1 is the time spent by the user researching online resources. The user goes there, he finds something. If he doesn't find, he resorts to Slack. Then it's the time T2. The time is spent for user communicating our agent. And then our agent spends time T4 on answering this customer and other customer, and time T3 spent for his core duties such as development, maintenance, customer features, testing, QA, pull requests, code reviews, many different things that developers do in contemporary companies. So our goal is to minimize that ratio of T2 to T1, so the customer spends as little for Slack conversation and as much for self-service. And at the same time, we want to minimize ratio T4 to T3, so the developer spend spends as little on Slack and as much on his core duties, T3. So we want to bring it as close to zero as possible. And then our NLP engine, our AI NLP, is the tier between our knowledge base and Slack. That's what I have showed you before when we were using the chatbot demo. It takes knowledge from this knowledge base, brings it to us into Slack, and it also integrates third-party tools such as CRM, SAP, Salesforce, APIs, Datadog, or New Relic, or Elk, or Kubernetes, and brings all this knowledge such as logs, such as files, big data. All this is brought into this NLP engine for processing and then rendered to Slack. That's a business process that we have, and you can review it also on my site, Dmitry Roitman business PDF. You see that link here, and it also has the pitch there, which is located under Dmitry Roitman pitch PDF here, and the overall architecture, which is this. So the main components that we have here is our chatbot, the very initial demo that we did, our knowledge base demo, the process that actually maintains our knowledge base, any backend, any stuff that is related to knowledge. And then our lexical model, that's where our NLP sits. Then our dashboard, that has any metrics, any statistics, any triggers, any rules, any business definitions, any settings. And then front end, which is potentially any blog, any frequently asked questions, any portal, any internal app that or external app, wherever we want our frequently asked questions to be published online and potentially indexed by Google or other search engines. And we make it granular because we want many different developers to be able to work separately on a dedicated way. So we don't have a locked circle where many people will have to work on same block in the same time. So we make it granular yet integrated. That's why we have this message bus where everything talks, everything plugs in, and everything is connected, and all the modules know how to talk to each other. And then we have an integration layer which serves our integration with Jira, with Dropbox, with Kibana, with Bitbucket, with Salesforce, and any other third-party components that we plug in here. And then there is our Slack here, and Slack API that actually handles our slash commands, our real-time messaging, and other tools. That's our frameworks, and I hope you enjoyed our product. We are hoping to see you as our prospective customers, and we hope our technology, our know-how will be very useful for you. And thank you, and have a great week. Thanks.